Hello. Today I'll be talking about whether or not the federal government should do more to help Flint, Michigan, which recently its water has been contaminated with lead. Water, coffee, and beer are the three most popular beverages in the world. However, coffee and beer are merely luxuries. Water, alongside food, is the most essential substance needed to sustain life. Recently in Flint, Michigan, the government has failed in providing safe drinking water. Flint originally imported its water from the Detroit River. To save money, it decided to switch and import its water from the more localized Flint River. In doing so, they had to change the network of pipes they were using to import their water. And the new pipes that are connected to the Flint River were not properly treated with a chemical agent known as athrosphate, which coats the lead pipe so that lead is not excreted into the water that's being imported. And because it was not properly treated, lead has now contaminated Flint's drinking water, and many people are now sick with lead poisoning and do not have safe water to drink. The citizens of Flint are demanding this problem be fixed and are calling upon relief from the federal government. Due to the apparent neglect of public safety by the government, as well as the necessity for a clean water supply, the federal government should do more to help Flint, Michigan. Local, state, and the federal government are now in the crosshairs of the enraged citizens of Flint. Many believe the government ignored the unsafe pipe network bringing water to their houses, and many also believe that politicians and other figures involved are now hiding their involvement in this problem. However, some relief has been provided to Flint. The National Guard has provided the citizens with filters and bottled water. These handouts nearly scratch the surface of the problem. Many people, including children, are sick with lead poisoning, and treatment for this is expensive. Alongside this, Flint residents were paying water bills for contaminated water, and they're outraged by this. And the contaminated water pipes still need to be replaced as well. This costly dilemma has many people pointing their fingers towards the federal government for compensation. No government is perfect, and oversights are a reality we must live with. The real test of humanity is how we fix our mistakes, and the government has failed its people in this dilemma, and I believe now they must own up to this mistake and make it right. To do this, they must take up the cost of repair. Firstly, a new infrastructure of water pipes need to be put in place, and while they are building these water pipes, they need to tend to the sick and cover all health costs associated with drinking the contaminated water. Next, the government should create a plan that adequately subsidizes water bills that Flint residents were paying. Lastly, a prevention plan should be put in place that safeguards an incident like this from ever happening again. Throwing federal money at this problem, without a doubt, would satisfy the residents of Flint. However, there are those that would demand money be taken from other sources. More often than not, people don't want to see their tax money spent on something that doesn't directly affect them. In this dilemma, the magnitude of this problem is too large and costs are too high. Water companies won't be able to pay all of the costs associated with fixing this problem. And also, on the other hand, if the state of Michigan were required to pay the federal government back through loans, the victims of this problem would end up paying through taxes, and this is wrong. Due to the outlandish oversight of public safety, we owe Flint payment-free government relief. Those who believe differently should imagine themselves in their shoes. Would you want to pay for having lead in your drinking water? Doubtfully so, and this problem should be viewed no differently than a natural disaster. Also, if a prevention plan is executed and drafted correctly, the cost of relief should only be a one-time thing. Lead in public drinking water is unacceptable at the very least. Flint's water contamination should be viewed as an example to other cities and states to carefully monitor safe drinking water standards. Flint's residents are victims of government failure and deserve compensation. Therefore, the federal government should take action and supply full relief to Flint, Michigan, as well as prepare a prevention plan against future water contaminations. Thank you.